Good evening everyone. Today we will be starting with the 59th video of a Salesforce Flow series. In this video we will be understanding what are platform events and how we can correlate platform events with the flow. So if you don't know anything about the platform events, this video is the best video for you because we will be understanding what are platform events from the scratch. So if I talk about the platform events, these are the events that are utilized in the way of integration. For example, we have two systems. One is a Salesforce and another is another system. Let's take an example. We have a Jira, that is a project management tool. From Jira we need to send the data to Salesforce, and further we need to do the vice versa on the same time. So as soon as a Salesforce case get created, and if a Jira ticket get created, we need to send the data from Jira to Salesforce or Salesforce to Jira. So in such scenarios, we simply, what we do here, earlier if I talk about earlier integration style, every time the Salesforce or an external system try to send a request that is any message received, received, but as soon as a platform event comes, a simple YouTube scenario becomes in the simple scenario. So let's take an example. If you have subscribed my channel, yes, I'm talking about the subscription earlier at this point of time. So you will be getting the notification of this video whenever this video will get published. So here if I talk about the platform event, everything remains same as a YouTube video subscription. For instance, here we are just publishing the message as soon as we send the value to the platform event. Everyone who has subscribed will get that notification. We can take another example here. So if you take an example of a WhatsApp, your phone don't ask every time to WhatsApp, is the message received, is the message received. As soon as you get a message from any person, for example, or any public group that you are are part of, so your phone get a notification that we have received a message. So there is no linking of a phone, but a WhatsApp send you a notification that you have received a notification. So this is the bottom down approach through which we get a message. So in this video we will be playing around with the order subscription. My son just got a bottle from the Meesho, so I think that is the best example in order to take. So if I talk about a Meesho, we have three things. One is the status, that is pending or delivered. Second is the tracking number, and third is basically OTP, like OTP is 1234. So we will be creating a object that is a custom object order, where we will be storing all the details of the customer. And once this is created, after that we will be creating a platform event, and finally we will be landing in our flow, that is a platform event flow. Yes, you heard it right. We will be creating a platform event flow, and we will be firing the data based upon this. And finally, in order to do the integration, we will not go with the authentication of the postman. We will be simply using a Workbench in order to play around with the same. So let's see how we will be doing it. So now we have landed into Salesforce. So what we will be doing, we will be creating a custom object like a Meesho order. I will not keep a API name as same as the order, because when I was trying it in the demo, my previous demo, so I got confused between the order and the same. So let me create the custom object that is order, and I will be creating the field in the background, and further we can have a discussion around the same. So here I have created an object with the name Meesho orders. So we will be understanding if the Meesho is using Salesforce, then how it will be updating the data using a platform event. So simply I have created 4 to 5 fields. First is name, we have kept it as order number. So if you click here and if you try to see what all things are, so I have added OR. So let's make R capital, and order number will start with 0000, and it will, so this will be the key field through which our data will get populated. So we will be keep making the changes here, and finally we will be saving this out. Other than this, we have created a status field. In this we have two values. One is basically pending, and second is received, a simple order field, status field. Third is the tracking number. The tracking number is basically a special number, that is TXN 1234, like this. That is also this, we haven't marked any field as unique. So if you want to do as unique, you can go through it and make a unique number. And finally the OTP that is required, so that comes by WhatsApp, and as soon as a delivery partner get the OTP, finally the status will get changed to shipped. So this is the first thing that we have created. Similarly, we are talking about the platform events through which we will be publishing, and finally we will be updating the data here. So simply by going on to home object, I will be searching for the platform event. So here you have under the integration you have an option for the platform events. So you can have up to high value platform events for publishing subscriber as 50,000. And if I talk about publishing platform events and change event on a daily attribution, that is 10,000 for this org only. For don't think it is that for the Meesho these much security tokens and everything will be there. So since this is a free playground, so that's why we have some list limit. But if I talk about on a higher end, if I talk about, so we have much higher hand limit here. So we will be simply creating a platform event. This looks just like a custom object. So here I will be just making the object name as shipment update event. So let's paste the total name as this one. So once this is done, so we will be need to publish immediately. Yes, it needs to be published immediately, or it needs to be published further. So here we have created. So finally we need to pass the data. For instance, we need to pass the OTP, we need to pass the order name, shipment status, and tracking number. So order name is basically text, so we will be just comparing it with the text field, that is OR0-00. So let's make a field name as order number. So as soon as order number is added, so let's add length as 255. For next field, that is OTP, we will keep the length as text. So let's keep it as number, and let's keep the length as, so here you will be giving OTP. So here length as 4, so that a user also don't make a mistake when he updates the platform event. Because for now we will be just utilizing a Workbench in order to rest. But if I talk about the light environment, there we have WhatsApp or many other tools, many other apps to which we can send our requests from a web services. So we have created a OTP and we have created order number in the platform event. Third field that we will be doing is we will be creating a shipment status here. So let me copy the API name. So here also we will be keeping the field as text. So let me copy the name from my notes so that we can save on time. So here let's keep the length as 255. Once this is created, after this we will be saving this out, and finally we will be creating a fourth field, that is basically the tracking number. So here also we will be keeping it as text. So here let's keep it as text, and let's keep tracking number. So this will be a TXN 1234 like this. So here we will be keeping the length as 255. So now our everything is ready. First thing that we will be doing is we will be creating an order, that is our Meesho order here. So I haven't added a customer name, so you can further add a customer name and other fields further, but for now we only need these fields. So based upon it, we will be first creating our first order so that we can further make an integration there. So once this is done, so simply we will be adding the status as pending. So we will be keeping a tracking number. And why haven't we created a status field? For now we have created a status field, why it is not visible? So let's go here and let's check why the status field is not visible. So we will be going on to object manager, and after going on to object manager we will be searching for Meesho orders. So where is Meesho? So why, yeah, Meesho orders is here. If we go on to the field and relationship, we have a status field, that is a pick list. Why it is not coming? So now since the data is not coming, so we will be just going on to Salesforce Classic instance, and there we will be creating a record. So that I think due to some reasons, yeah, here the status is coming, it is pending received. So tracking number and OTP are coming. So we are good. So simply we will be adding the status, and you are seeing here the 4 fields are getting populated. Order number OR-0001, and for the pending, tracking status and OTP are coming as it is. So I think I also get mistaken because due to 3 fields, all these 3 fields are coming there. And if you see here, if you go on to the Meesho orders, so let's click on Meesho orders. I think it is taking, so here you have every field, that is, so my bad about it. So simply we will be going on to setup, and we can land on to flows. So let's go on to the flows. So here we will not be picking these 4 flows that we always see, that is record, trigger, schedule flow. Since our flow is running as a platform event, so we will be searching for the platform event. So it will come from the list, and you are able to see that platform event trigger flow. So you need to pick this flow here, After you select this out, so simply once you select this out, you will be getting the data here. I think my camera has just popped up with the high size, so you have to bear it with me. So here you can search with the platform event that we have created, that is schedule upment. So here you can keep everything as is. So our flow is simple, but how the platform event is happening is most important. So here we will be first doing the get records, because we need to get Meesho orders. So this is dummy, how the Meesho get our data delivered. So here you can search for Meesho. So MES. So I think I'm not getting. I think we need to search like this. Where is M? Yeah. Meesho orders are coming. Something went wrong. Why it is? So I think this didn't get refreshed. So let's refresh this out, and again let's go with the same flow. So I think this has not been issue had occurred, so we are not worried. So let's search for a platform event, and here we will be simply getting get records. So as soon as you select get records here, so get Meesho records. So I'm just doing it again because we were getting error earlier. So let's search for M E. So why the data is not coming? So let's search here. We don't have to wait here till the time we get a Meesho orders by default, but ideally it gets us the data. But yeah, we have this Meesho orders. So now we have this. So here we will not be adding any condition. I will be picking all the orders, and we will be specifically picking the first order that is met. Or you can add a condition here, that is where order name equals. So we will be picking the tracking shipping order dot order number. Once it is matching, you need to pick first record, and finally we will be making the update records. So here we will be update order record, and once you select this out, so here we will be specifically the condition. So we will be picking the Meesho. So again we are not getting the data here in order to update. So here we need to search one by one why the Meesho order are not coming properly. So now we have everything. So here we will be adding no condition, none, update all. So here we will be making the OTP as our tracking shipment dot OTP. Similarly, we will be adding the status equals to, that is our tracking shipment status dot shipment status. And similarly, if I talk about the tracking number, so tracking number will be updated with the our this versus tracking number. So these are the three fields that we need to get populated. Once this is done, we will be saving this flow, and this is final Meesho flow. So let's write it, final Meesho flow, and once this is saved, so finally we will be clicking save here in order to save the data. Once this is saved, we will be activating. We are getting a warning because we haven't added any condition here. It is mandate that you should always add a condition, none, update all records, Meesho order records. So by default what you are getting should get updated, or you can simply match. So let's first try it out because we are more focused here. So you can add a condition so that this warning don't come. So now we will be further landing onto Workbench, workbench.salesforce.com. So once you land onto Workbench, so just you need to add this line in the rest. So let's log in with this version. So I agree to this. So log in with the Salesforce. So it will strictly log in with the Salesforce, but it is a best practice that you should go with the Postman, not Workbench. So here we will be landing onto REST Explorer. So as soon as we land onto REST Explorer, so let's click submit here. So let's choose select here. So as soon as you get a REST Explorer, even it is giving me the suggestion to choose a REST API. Postman in order to go with the Salesforce API, but for now we will be completing the demo with this. So simply I will be clicking post, and here I will be pasting the data. That is, this is a S object that need to be updated, and finally we will be copying the JSON that I have created. So you can pause my video and see what all things are there. So here make sure that these fields match exactly the same value that is coming here. For example, if I talk about OR, so here the number is 0001. So let's see all the fields of a shipment event what we have created. So simply we will be landing onto shipment event so that we don't have any mess that is in the platform event. We need to match all the fields here. So let's search for the shipment event. So it is not available here. So simply we will be searching for the platform event. Because that data is dummy, I have created the fields in front of you without having a mess. So here we will be picking the order number. So let's copy this order number and let's paste it here. So this field get pasted. Second field, if I go here, so let's keep the flow here, and second field, that is, where is that field? Yeah, let's go here and let's drag and drop it here. So second field is basically shipment status. So let's paste the shipment status here. So where is our JSON? Yeah, shipment status is equal to shipped. Third thing, that is, I think it is received there, but let's see what all value we will be updating the data based upon it. Third is basically the tracking number. So tracking number is, I think, same as it is. If we go here, so where is our JSON? Yeah, this is tracking number. Fourth is basically our OTP. So let's add fourth field, that is OTP. So we will be adding enter here. So let's add OTP __ C. Make sure that you should paste the same value that you have kept. So yes, it is same. So let's add 1 2 3 4 here. So let's add 1 2 3 4. So 1 2 3 4. So here just make this thing so that the C should small and there should be no issue while sending our data to Salesforce. So here we have everything. Just I need to check what all API fields that we have added into the data. Simply we will be checking by going on to record. So we have a static. So it is received, RECIEVED. So let's copy this out, or yes, it is copied. So here we will be just updating it to received. So my bad, it doesn't get copied, RECIEVED. So I think let's match it out. I think we are good because we haven't restricted the value set for the pick list. So simply we will be just checking the value, that is RECIEVED. So is it matching here? So let's go here and check RECIEVED. Yes, we are good. So simply now we will be making a post here. So let's execute it out, and if we execute it out, so we got a success, we got a ID and success equal to true, and simply we will be seeing the transaction number as 123456789, status equal to receipt, and OTP is equal to 1234. Without wasting the time, we will be just refreshing our data. So let's refresh our data here. So let's click reload here. So as soon as we reload it here, you are seeing the OTP is coming as 1234, transaction ID is 1234566789, and we are getting the status as received. So this is how the platform event occur in the flows. So if you like my content, please subscribe my channel and don't forget to hit the bell icon. I will be bringing more such content in the future. Till then, stay tuned. Have a nice day.